Many Americans know about D-Day in World War II.
Allied naval forces began landing Allied armies this morning on the northern coast of France.
This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plan for the liberation of Europe.
The Allies stormed German troops at Normandy. More than 9,000 U.S. servicemen died in history's greatest amphibious assault. 6 hours earlier, 13,000 U.S. airborne troops also parachuted in against German gunfire.
These are the first ships to take off in the airborne invasion of Fortress Europe.
With them went 6 war correspondents, recruited by Nebraskan and U.S. Army press officer Barney Oldfield.
Barney Oldfield had that kind of personality. He had that salesmanship. They were not only going to be watching history, they were making history.
Before he died in 2003, Oldfield explained why General Dwight D. Eisenhower wanted journalists with American troops.
I know of no thing which so improves the morale of the soldier as to see his unit or his own name in print just once.
First, the journalists had to endure 15 days of physically and mentally grueling Army Airborne School. Then they had to survive 5 successful parachute jumps. All this for a chance to risk their reporting lives and for the first time ever jump into combat with U.S. soldiers.
One of the greatest lies on earth was when the jump master would say, "Are you ready?" And everybody said, "Yeah." If you don't know what fear is, you'll be introduced to it rather quickly as you go out the door.
Went in absolutely blind, absolutely cold, completely in the dark, into combat they'd never seen before.
Omaha's Bob Rubin, a Reuters news correspondent, was the first journalist to land in Normandy. Rubin was also the first correspondent to file a news report with a Normandy dateline. He sent it by carrier pigeon to Barney Oldfield, 150 miles away.
I'd like to think that they were more conscientious journalists wanting to tell the story, the most important story of the day.
Rubin and Normandy's war correspondents would keep reporting on America's GIs, a free press informing a world at war.
If you didn't have the wonderful press coverage that we were able to maintain at that time, it would have been a far different kind of a war.